it? OnePlus Nord CE2 5G review. Is it worth it? The OnePlus Nord CE 5G has been the perfect premium mid-range phone to come out of OnePlus last year. This year, OnePlus has launched the Nord CE2 5G, the successor to the original CE on February 22 in China. Considering its similarity with the Oppo Reno 7, does the Nord CE2 5G phone provides value for money? Or is it dwindling in the shadows of Oppo after the merger? Let's find out in the features, specs, price of OnePlus Nord CE 5G in Bangladesh. Key features of OnePlus Nord CE2 5G. Design and build quality. The design of the OnePlus Nord CE2 5G resembles much with the Oppo Reno 7. There are a few subtle differences like the camera module. The dual material finish on the camera housing gives it a depth effect even though the camera module is completely flush with the back. But the problem starts with the build quality. Given the specs and the brand positioning, OnePlus will market the phone as a premium mid-range device. Having an all-plastic build phone at this price range feels a bit of a letdown. The clear plastic on the back is meant to imitate glass. The frame is also finished in chrome to give it a metallic look. At 173 grams, the phone is pretty lightweight and feels great in the hand. The phone features the power button and the volume rocker on the right in a typical OnePlus manner. However, the signature OnePlus alert slider is absent here. You will find hybrid SIM tray on the left side of this phone. This is the first time OnePlus has introduced a micro SD-XC slot in their devices. Read realme 9i, A-angle speaker, 3.5mm headphone jack, and the Type-C port on the bottom. There is no stereo speaker, which might be another deal breaker for many. In short, OnePlus checks a lot of the boxes with the new Nord CE but leaves much to be desired as well. Display. The display is definitely one of the strong points of the Nord CE2 5G. It features a 6.43-inch FHD plus 90Hz HDR10 Plus panel. It is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5, which is also another key feature at its price point. The display is everything expected from an AMOLED panel. OnePlus exclusively sources their panels from Samsung and they have always delivered. Users can enjoy sharp and vibrant colors without any form of distortion. At almost 700 nits peak brightness, the display is perfectly legible in direct sunlight. Overall, the display makes for a pleasing experience just like higher-end OnePlus phones. Read Samsung. The camera module on the OnePlus Nord CE2 5G would remind anyone of the iPhone 12. The position of the sensors is exactly similar, albeit they are a bit larger in size. The main sensor is a 64MP f1.8 wide-angle sensor with an additional 8MP ultra-wide and 2MP macro shooter. The main sensor takes all the limelight here with its PDAF and gyro-ease. OnePlus has always delivered with their cameras and the Nord CE2 is no different. Pictures in outdoor condition look crisp and colorful with a decent dynamic range. The wide-angle shooter is a bit smaller compared to last year's sensor, but OnePlus claims that the reduction was done in favor of better image processing. Read Infinix or artificial lighting shots. There is the proprietary night mode from OnePlus, which does an excellent job of preserving details and eliminating grains from images. The camera can also shoot 4K at 30 frames per second and 1080p at up to 120 frames per second. The front camera is the same 16MP sensor as last year. Sure enough, the performance of the cameras will not match the likes of the iPhone 13 or Pixel 6 Pro, but, at this price range, this phone's camera features are praiseworthy. Processor and performance. The processor took the biggest upgrade and is basically why the phone is being called a premium mid-range device. Unlike last year, OnePlus has introduced MediaTek Dimensity 900 5G chipset built on the 6nm architecture. The super-efficient chipset brings flagship-level performance with its octa-core setup. Read Vivo V23e 5G review. The processor is coupled with Mali G68 Mach4 GPU, which adds to the smooth graphics experience. The obvious performance score aside, the phone easily handles graphics-intensive games. In the test, the phone showed very few stutters while playing PUBG at max graphics settings. Other titles also showed similar performance levels without thermal throttling or heating. However, the biggest downgrade is at the OS end. After the merger, OnePlus has replaced the much-loved Oxygen OS with Color OS from Oppo. While Color OS has come a long way from its laggy and bloatware-filled experience, it is still not near enough the Oxygen OS or stock Android for that matter. Previous OnePlus users or the new switchers might have to make this compromise in an otherwise smooth OS experience. The Dimensity 900 5G is a very capable processor which delivers an absolutely lag-free experience in everyday usage. Read Redmi Note 11 review, another budget performer from Xiaomi. Battery and charge time. The OnePlus Nord CE2 5G has a 4500 mAh battery, which is becoming increasingly normal for over 6-inch displays. The battery is complemented by a 65W SuperVOOC charger. The charger can easily top up the device from 0 to 100% in under 90 minutes. However, the device does not support wireless charging. Price of OnePlus Nord CE2 5G in Bangladesh. The OnePlus Nord CE2 5G is not officially available in Bangladesh. The price of the device in India is 23,999 INR, which roughly translates to 27,399 BDT. 1 INR equals 1.14 BDT. However, the price may vary depending on several factors like company policy, supply, and tax. Verdict: the OnePlus Nord CE2 5G lives up to the legacy of the Nord CE. OnePlus was able to create a ripple in the mid-range market after their fabled flagship killer status. The Nord CE2 gets a lot of the things right in that legacy, including the battery, display, and camera. However, the hardware material could have been a bit better given its price. Overall, the phone is expected to face fierce competition from similarly priced devices from Oppo and realme. Read Symphony Z4.